Hello everyone, welcome to the Sporty Mechanic YouTube channel. It's Nicolas. Today I am in the north of France in Le Havre to present you the new Hyundai Inster, a small compact city car, 100% electric from the brand. We will see what it gives as usual, all types of roads. She will join me, she was there too again today invited by Hyundai, and I thought, come, I take you for a ride and we will test this car.
We will start with the city, then all types of roads.
You know me as usual to see what it gives.
Go there, Clémence. She is hidden up there. You don't see her there.
She is up there.
So this car, in terms of size, it is 383 meters long, 385 m.
If you take the crossover version, since it will exist in Insta-Ray and Insta Crossover, it is 1.61 m wide, which is really very small. We can hug it. I measure 1.80 m, so I am taller in wingspan, and 1.57 m high, or 1.61 m for the crossover version, but a ground clearance of 14.4 cm. It goes roughly in the city everywhere, and on paths without too much trouble. It starts from 25,000 euros. You have to count 32,000 euros for a fully optioned version, roughly with the complete pack. We have two types of battery. We have the 42 kilowatt hours and the 49 kilowatt hours. 42 kilowatt hours, we have 95 horsepower. 49 kilowatt hours, we find 115 horsepower. Today we are trying versions 51 horsepower. So with the big battery, the first small battery, it announces a maximum speed of 140 kilometers per hour, 150 for the one with the big battery, 7 seconds for a 0 to 100 for the small one, 10.6 with this one, so it's a little better, a little second better. We'll see what it gives. For the recharge, we go up to 87 kilowatts maximum, so it's not extraordinary. But as we have small batteries, it takes 30 minutes also to do a 10 to 80%. It's about the average. Often it's between 20 minutes for the good cars, 30 minutes for the majority of cars. In terms of weight, it's an electric car. It weighs around 1,400 kilos, small difference. With the crossover, it's a little heavier for the big battery version. It blows a lot. I'm going to fly away. I'm especially afraid for the tripod. Where is it that, for those who follow the channel, which has broken several times, came at the level of finishes, we will have the Insta Intuitive. It's what we have today. It was the most entry-level version that Hyundai offered for testing, because otherwise everyone had high-end, and I thought, I'm going to make a car that costs a little less, because we don't necessarily run in a small car like that to say, I'm going to spend as much as possible. From 25,000 euros, it remains relatively reasonable. I don't have the exact price of this one, but I didn't want to take a small city car like that. 32,000 euros. I find that it starts to get expensive. Otherwise, at this price, I almost want to have a premium car. I didn't tell you about the autonomies. Announced autonomy for this one is 327 kilometers for the small battery, and this one rather, 360 kilometers. It can go up to 370, depending on the type of legs we have on the front face. So from this Insta we can see that it's all new signature colors here in matte. This matte glass is even a little nice thing. Here we are, new signature. This is just the turn signals. So I was very disappointed that it's not the signature of the day. The signature of the day will be there. In fact, we have this part that remains off, and we say, well, it would still be nice if it was lit. I would have preferred that, because there, it's just a turn signal. Look, if I blink left, there you go. Don't hesitate to give me your opinion on this. A rather flat hood, mini SUV platform. It looks a little like the Dacia Spring. I find both in terms of size and this little part, it in two parts also the Spring. There is that there, plus the optical blocks for the headlights, which are positioned lower. It's a little the same principle. 100% electric car. Except that there, we have a battery still bigger. It allows a better autonomy. And then we have a car that is still much better equipped, much more fun. And you will see inside, I really like that. We have on this side there the charging flap, which is positioned on the front. The advance not necessarily worse, because we park towards the terminal, we import charged. We can recharge up to 87 kilowatts here, this battery, and it's 87 kilowatts on both batteries.
In any case, then on the front we can see that the optical blocks here inside, but we still have bulbs.
We are not in 100% LED. We have the driving aids, adaptive cruise control. We can have level 2 driving. It's pretty good. License plate holder. Then the lower part, which is currently closed, since depending on the temperature and needs, we can open here to cool the battery pack if necessary. On the higher end versions, we will find the heat pump, which I don't have on this one, so it will also consume a little more electricity, not having the heat pump.
It's particularly crucial in countries with extremely cold weather. We have something that is still very, very aerodynamic. It's very smooth all over. It's a bit rounded. What do you think? It's really, really windy today on the side. So there we almost have the impression of having a kind of small Jeep. In terms of shapes, we have the windows here, which are very large. Here I'm waving to Clemens, who is actually hiding behind, lying on the bench because it's not warm outside. We have roof bars. That's pretty good. These are real rigid roof bars, not just for decoration. Large smooth panels are present. There are fridge type handles in the front, but a plastic handle at the back. The rear window still has the lower body and wheel surrounds that are always plastic. It's a bit pinched here, hollowed out. It's pretty good. We have very small wheels today that are 15 inches, so we can see 15 inches or 17 inches. The 17-inch ones are quite large with this cross design and stand out in any case. After that, it's up to you to tell me what you think. Even the mirror shells are painted. The underside is black. We can have mirrors with 360 cameras, so cameras in the mirrors plus at the front. A small original thing is this little ball in front with the turn signal reminder here. There are quite a few nice touches. We have the pillar here, which is also in matte black, so I think this is a sticker that is placed there. Exactly, it's a sticker. What else do we have on the side that's interesting, let's say? This is a bit of the base, and the little button, if you have the key, to lock directly on the 3/4 rear. I like to always give you a little bit of 3/4 rear. We can see that the pixels right away. That's what jumps out at us. Then we still have the circles on the bottom. We have pixels on top on the third brake light. In short, we have something really different from what we're used to. Usually the same, the little pixels there. I had never seen this style element on a car where it's thought out like that. It goes back and it comes back there. So normally the air should pass there. But in my opinion, there must be even some small turbulences here. To see what it gives at high speed, to see if we hear a little bit turbulent on the back or not at all. In any case, it has style. I had never seen that. Its name is written here in the center. It's the only place we will see the Inster. So new car of the brand, the pixels, so a little bit everywhere that will serve as light. With the brake light up there, we have the small backup camera that has integrated here. The windshield wiper, it's a very good thing. The window, it goes wallflower everywhere. There is no outline. That's pretty. It widens a little bit, all that. And this black band widens a little bit. This car, which is still very narrow, as I told you, look at me. 1.80 m, it still exceeds quite a bit. 1.60 m and 1, it's very small, smaller than McCherry. That there, the Hyundai logo, which is directly integrated into the plexi. It's painted here everywhere. And then on the bottom, we have a part which is painted there also. We just have a little plastic here with also small pixels there. In my opinion, that must be the reverse lights, or there, I don't know too much. I would have to see. We have an equal in the middle of the circle. It's rather nice. It makes kinds of little heads. Would like to know what they are used for. This, by the way, is what are the reflectors, in fact. That's what are the reflectors, by the way. It's not even lights that are useful. So in my opinion, that must be the reverse effect, and that's maybe the fog lights. But on the other hand, we seem to have LED at the back a little bit everywhere. The trunk, attention, the little specificity. You can see that that's a little bag. Go very small. Look when I put it there. There is really very, very little space. We have the beach here with a thing behind kind of net. We can put, for example, an umbrella. It still raises very open, or we can make it swing. We can remove it, however, and then I think we will be able to put two cabin luggage and we can show that it rests here. Or maybe just, however, there's the thing. It's not very practical. This is complicated. I have to remove everything on top before I can lift this up. Ouch. There. Okay, ouch. And it doesn't close back up. So actually this part for me is almost useless. It's just good to be able to put this. But one thing I don't understand is that there are these parts there that are attached. To be able to, when we fold the sleeve, make it flat, I bring you closer so that you understand well, so that underneath there is space. But there, look, oh there, but who did that? As soon as I lift like this, it's lifted. I hurt myself here with an edge because I lift this, but actually it hurts my finger a lot. So I have to take it from underneath, that I catch this there like that. Oh, damn camera. No, I broke another camera. No, it's okay, you're alive. 6 C's, another camera. The wind, it's great, I'm so happy. Well, there you go, another camera falls. It's great to do this in windy places. We're happy, that's why it's a struggle. Filming in rainy locations is always a bit complicated, but it's still feasible. $1,000 just fell flat on their face. I'm happy. Anyway, I was saying that this thing was annoying, and that even to get it out, it wasn't practical at all. And yet it's a bag that doesn't look very big. It's quite basic. And here, in fact, there is this on top that I can't remove where it is sort of scratched. But no, it's fixed to the thing, in fact, so I can't remove them. So not necessarily very practical. The little arm that just passed is Clémence, who holds the thing underneath. We have the charging cable. Well, we have a little bit of space, but there you go, the trunk. Well, frankly, it's true that I like to get in it, but they're at the volume level. We have 280 liters announced, so below plus above. It can go up to 351 liters if we have the sliding bench, since there is a sliding bench available as an option, can show the interior, and it will maybe be a little bit better than here inside, because we're going to do it quickly. Then door at the back, a lot of plastic here. We have a little thing, a little bit vinyls like that. We have little pluses as if they were cross screws here. I swear you should see Clémence doing somersaults, because she doesn't know that normally I do cutaways, but she's very kind to invest so much. Thank you, Clémence. You should see. Wait, I'll put you back like this. I'll flip your screen back properly. Well, the door here, we have small compartments. So the small compartments, honestly, you put a phone here. Honestly, it's very, very tight. We have the sliding bench here on these seats. That's what will allow to have more or less trunk up to 351 liters at the back when I go in. So what's good is that it's an electric car and they made a totally flat floor. So when I close here, I really have a lot of space. Even at the back, look at me, I am 1.80 meters. There, the seats are adjusted for Clement. This one for me as a passenger, but it's gigantic. Look, Clement comes to have with the head. Look here with the head. It's really ultra generous. Even the handles, the windows are large. It's spacious. I think it's one of the few city cars where we are so well. At the back, and I say it, it's almost like in one of the Tucson. So generous here. So there are things here. I didn't quite understand what it was for. We didn't understand too much. It seems to move a little bit, but I don't know at all why we have here just lines, and there we have that. Is it just to look pretty or not? I don't know, because it's the same kind of ventilation. I don't know the belt here on the side that we can put at this place normally, why we can't. She doesn't want, that's why we fold the bench. Okay, it's because it's brand new, and then you can fold the seats. Oh no, I can't, because they hooked the sort of net to the support. Ed, so that means I'm going to drop the tripod all, but we can fold and it makes a flat floor. Normally with the back, in any case, the back is rather spacious and generous in terms of space here. Let's go, I'll show you the front little tour of the car as usual. I like to show it to you. Like that it changes well. It's rather nice as a car. It's a little fun. Look, this very square side with the pixels at the back, but at the same time, some kind of roundness. It's really very, very special. It's fun. It's funny. It's me. A bit like some sort of little hints of Jeep on it. Little hints of Dacia Spring. Little hints of many cars combined, actually. And it's fun with that. The roof bars up there. Hop there. Let's go inside. I'll close right away, friends. Because it's very not nice today. Hard plastic a bit everywhere here. The handle this way. The cross screws there to look nice. The window controls. Vehicle lock. Mirror control. Plus to fold the mirrors on the door. You open quickly here. I can barely slip a hand. No bottle or anything on this side here. And here we have the handle that we come to get with a good grip, which is rather not bad. Watch out, Clement's behind. I'm going to back up. You want a change of...
Sorry there.
There is still plenty of room at the Rooster. Same advice on surfing. There is still plenty of space. So here I am. I've backed up all the way. This is what the cockpit of this Hyundai looks like. Now, they were able to write one of them. They wrote that it's 4 points in Morse. It's to say the H, if I'm not mistaken, on the Unique 6. I think it lit up, but it's a bit more high-end. So here is just the H. We went drive mode on this side. We have the Eco, Normal, Sport, Snow mode. So it changes us. The counters are used already for quite a few years. We take the same combined instrumentation here and the same screen. It's the same as usual on this side. The driving aids, active regulator, driving level of all the same here. Scroll through the menus just here.
We can scroll there like that, the information then there. For example, if I turn the car, I can scroll up and down like that. There, for example, I have 269 kilometers of autonomy there. It's written there. And the car is brand new. It has 300 kilometers barely. It really hasn't driven. We can see that since the reset, there are 253 kilometers. So, almost from when it was new. 20 and 1 kilowatt hours per 100 on average. And after the recharge, we have an average of 17 kilowatt hours per 100. So that's roughly since this morning. We did a little loop in town. There is the heating running, etc. 22, it's still not bad in 2 hours. So we may have a little less. I think they didn't reset us that, so we'll do it later and we'll do another ride for this afternoon on this side. It's the modes and its little favorite buttons to disable the speed alert reading panel. Stays pressed on him. I stay pressed, I stay pressed, I stay pressed up. And there is a little mute thing that goes there where it's marked disable. There, it's rather good to have this shortcut here. Paddles behind, we'll test that during the drive. A camera here that watches me all the time. You see there we have 2 little infrared LEDs that watch me, that film me day and night to know if I look left, right. They tell me, yeah, you're distracted. Watch out, look at the road. That calls for headlights here. It's flashing hop fire like that, and every time what's good is that it's marked on the screen. What we do, we can leave it in auto. It's the best, it manages very well. And on the right it will be the windshield wipers. The steering wheel is adjustable in height like that, and in depth we can move forward and backward. That's where we're going to shift gears. Drive forward towards me. Reverse it goes here. We have cameras, as I said, we can have cameras 360 in parking like that I showed you on this side, the handbrake, and there on the left side, disable the SP. It's here in case it snows, adjustment of the height of the lights. And there is a little hole to go get the handbrake, open the boot, there double pedal here, and the fuse box and the hood here. We have a large space that Clemence loves because she can put a lot of things here, and even in real for a handbag, it can be practical if there is someone he is hand carrying. We have a storage underneath here, a little deep. We have another storage here where I can slide my hand. It looks like some kind of fish mouth, doesn't it? No. It doesn't look like a cup.
Seriously, it even has eyes on the side.
But seriously, look there. Look at the car. Hop there. Ah, I have... Clemence? Oh yeah. Wow. With an induction charger at the back of the throat, the auto hold here, the cameras for parking that I can reactivate here if I wish, and deactivate the parking sounds or beeps there. And these are buttons that we didn't pay for the option, I think. Here is the air conditioning. I can turn it back on here. With the ventilation, I can cut it off here. We have automatic air conditioning that can be set to just the driver if desired. Features include recirculation, defogging, temperature control, and one-sided volume adjustment. The shortcuts that we always have at Hyundai, so that's not bad. Map, navigation, favorite button, change radio, the button to go to the radio, the media, and the car settings that we're going to have as a shortcut here to take us to this screen at the top with the settings, a climate block here. There we have some on the sides. It's a bit the same design all along. It's pretty nice. It's well done. We have hard plastic everywhere, but which is a bit worked. And this screen, which is all in height, we have a good visibility on it. We don't take our eyes off the road too much. When I look at the road, I just have to look there, hop, 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 hop. It's pretty good that we know at Hyundai, it's always the same thing, a shortcut button. We, of course, have the CarPlay and the Android Auto that are good. Behind, we have a small phone storage, the sockets. They have moved here. USB-C on the right for basic USB charging. However, for USB connectivity and the 12-volt socket, here we go. However, to open, it's not the most practical thing, but, well, I would have preferred a push thing and that lifts, but it's more expensive. So there on this side, glove box, we have the big manual, etc. And then here are the seats. I didn't show you the seats. The seats, and an extraordinary thing, not on the passenger's one because it's not him who bought the car. It's extraordinary. Look at this lady, how nice she looks. Look at this.
This smile.
Oh la la, it's beautiful. It's the sun of the day.
This special blow-dry sol di Navre.
Magnificent, a small head carpet then on the other hand, which is like quite big, that one I find. And I managed to adjust it. There may be something that goes somewhere where, I don't know. It's not that it's just the tilt, because in fact it seems to adjust the tilt. But there you have seen, I have adjusted it. It moves like that. Okay, on the other hand, there is a very strong spring, though it has been advanced. to move it back. There you go. Don't worry, Clémence.
It needs to be adjusted without anyone. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? Move over.
See?
It's true that it's very, very hard. And that's it. You have to go gently, 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 not to the end, and then you put a...
We find the small pixels here as well. Oh, the seats are quite open. However, we have good lateral support. And this, look at this, it's a corridor. So it's a corridor here, so it's quite special. When we put it like this, there's a little bit on the back, so it sticks out. However, when I bring it back here for me, it's pretty good, so it doesn't go any further than that. But on the other hand, keep something extraordinary. I move forward with my seat. I move forward with my cup holders and my corridor, so that's quite crazy. It's the first time in my life that I see this here. We have a double cup holder, a small place we can ask the question once, or a phone in vertical here.
And this is rather original. On the top, I didn't show you everything. It's clear we have a sort of small patterns a little bit like this, but then they are very, very little visible. And we find a central mirror here and another lady. Hello. However, there is a big part here then with it's filled with sensors. There is this, there is this, there is this, there is this. Often it's hidden behind a plastic thing. Then these small savings to be able to propose a vehicle at 25,000 euros with as many options, as many screens and others. So why not Hyundai? There, I don't blame you there, because for a vehicle, frankly, very accessible, a lamp here, the SOS button. I pull the pin and SOS, we have a very, very large sun visor, and on the other hand, the mirror is gigantic. Look, Clemens.
Me too.
I also often put on makeup. I put on lipstick. She, on the other hand, frankly, you can't miss one. You can do all the mascara. On the other hand, I have a haircut, or it's folklores. On the other hand, the LED, it is there, where it's not a help. So it's also a bulb, also on the other hand. That's top. And will the sales be able to put on makeup? But yes, magnificent.
I forgot my mascara.
Thank you. All right, I'm closing it. There.
I barely put on makeup today. Here's my low. Let's go. With that lady there, we're going to take you on a ride. Crossing Le Havre, and even more, we'll see where we're going. We'll try to do a little bit of highway. Yeah, all of this was not planned at all on the loop, so we're going to step out of the organization. And as usual, I do everything possible to give you the maximum information on a complete test with this car.
Let's go. Ouch. It's okay. We can do it.
More gently then. Hello, Clémence. Hello, Nico. Are you there? Yes, it's you too. Finally, I don't know if we saw each other after or before what we just arrived at Le Havre station. We are in an underground parking lot. We take the car in hand. We discover it. We just got inside. You saw the intro. We've already discovered all of this and know it by heart at the start of the video. I like doing things like this to you. It's inception, the beginning, and we don't know where we are anymore. We ourselves neither. Not an easy job. How does it work? Because we really discover it there.
The size?
Drive is better than the battery charge sufficient. Recovery is not available. Okay.
There you are crazy.
Charisma at 99%. So often when the battery is full, we can't do recovery because we can't recharge a weak battery. It's logical to fill a full glass of water, but it's full. Not much what I don't at all. It's weird.
Okay, stop your drama there. It's been a long time. That it's on the steering wheel.
Yes, no, but there is a hole.
That's what's troubling you.
Yeah, and then that's all, this seat, all that. Finally, we show you that outside, so drive, it's gone there. We are in the intuitive version, so it's the second version. There is the first Insta, that's the second version. There are 4 versions, so we don't have the most equipped. I decided to take that one because I know that you like on the channel when we take cheaper stuff, and they are more accessible to people. The electric side, very pleasant. It's very quiet that
Always.
the car moves forward on its own during the rampage. So remember to press the brake when we need to stop. Where is the exit? It's not there.
No. 110, yes, logically.
Is it?
You too.
You are skilled in parking lots exit.
Electric side. You see, I find it very
Pleasant. But especially on this type of coating there, you get the impression that you...
A stop, we release rampage. The car moves forward on its own, so that I prefer when it's me who accelerates. It's not the car that moves forward on its own.
Exit.
Exit from a stop. It is...
Stop signs if...
It's marked stop or...
It stops. Yes, I'm looking at who's driving there.
because it's good that he stops right in the middle of the hill. It's still quite steep and starting uphill and all that. We start again, however, I don't know where he is anymore. Impeccable, good for everything that is city, all that basically there. They made us a big city planning.
It's off to a bad start.
Stay to test the turning radius. No, it's okay. It's not too bad. The size of the barrier. Thank you very much.
Thank you, no.
But it's there.
Size of the cars.
A barrier or net on.
Which exit do we take?
Now there...
There to...
Left or right to the right?
There you go.
Thank you.
We got our rear end handed to us by the barrier. No, but she is.
Or compact this car, no, but there, I don't go out with a... See?
Oh, no, it's not like that. It's small there and still...
I admit that there it feels like...
being in a go-kart.
It's true that it's really tiny. So what's nice is they gave us a loop. I move forward, I'm not allowed to touch the phone while driving. You know that? Wait, because I said that in a video, but you can...
Unlock your phone? Ah. But are you...
Go back on the train photo. Ah, yes, well...
Yes, sir.
They're there?
Damn if he didn't record you. You closed?
No, I didn't close it. It's the thing that closed itself. Their thing is badly made on its own. You're annoying.
You're not organized. Oh my.
I can't even tell you. It's such a hassle.
A car is coming. Proceed. I know it's red. Oh, it's green. It's green.
We are on warning.
Oh no, you're annoying. I
hate people.
Come on, start my CarPlay. Succeeded.
Go ahead, go straight.
That's exactly the kind of guy I hate being behind. I don't give a damn about those who are behind. Side of the road we don't have ever heard of. It's
the press manager and the marketing director of the brand behind.
He thinks what a loser. Think what a loser.
But no, what a healthy and complete man. So I was coming back. Emmanuel Macron actually spoke about this. There's someone who got caught at the toll booth paying with Apple Pay. You think to yourself, it's good, it's convenient. Click, click, bam, you click, you pay. Vinci Autoroutes encouraged this, so you could pay quickly without spending time at the toll booth, taking out your card, entering your code, etc. The police set up at the toll booth. They stopped this person. They said using the phone while driving.
It's
not shameful. Yes, it's excessive.
the guy.
So took 135, 4 points.
But what happened? Yes. But he didn't dispute the thing.
No, because in fact, in the penal code, you do not have the right to use your phone while driving because you are on the public road. And from the moment you're not on private property, it counts. Even if you are stopped at a light or toll, you are stopped, so you say, I am stopped, I pay. You take out your wallet while your phone, often you have it faster. The man was fined. Emmanuel Macron posted a short online video. Thank you, Clément. Luckily you are here. You're welcome. We all need a guide in our life. Emmanuel Macron proposed changing the law. And thanks to him, because in
truth, it was
a little bit forced. So this Winster, originally, you see, it's a nice little car. You quickly get the hang of it. I just arrived, and I'm not asking any questions. We look to the left, to the right, we talk.
It's related to his size.
No, sir, there is no room.
It's likely due to his size, which seems manageable. Well, that quickly. But it's still...
It's really...
the type of car that typically...
Yeah, and then you see there is a thing there, the pedestrian noise.
Me? Never.
An electric car being silent.
Friends are forced.
Yeah, but I find that you still hear a lot of...
The inside me?
I like it when I'm in the calm, and I want it to be calm.
Yeah, I agree. In an electric tempting, more noises than in any other vehicle. And so, this noise there that breaks down for us, but for pedestrians.
Control a little bit.
Of firmness.
But it's especially at these speeds on a real road, looking forward to seeing... On the left, there are really pedestrian crossings at each pedestrian crossing towards people who are going to cross. Here, go ahead, sir. He can't stop at a pedestrian crossing. It's 135 euros, friends, I prefer to tell you. And I think you lose up to 6 points.
No. That said, this is more normal than the Apple Punk and the Apple Piece or...
that kind of stuff.
She made the stop, so she's going to stay there now. I'm scared, I'm stressed. Well, it's okay, we have a little bit of firmness, but I like to see what it gives on the road. On the other hand, we have a very, very light direction. It's quite impressive, and it even gives a feeling of lightness to this car, which in the end weighs about 1400 kg, which is a little heavy for a small compact car like this. It's the game of the electric. It's an electric, but in fact, to the feeling, it's okay. The acceleration, it's okay. You have a little push at low speed, which is quite cool, which is so watch out priority on the right for the city. In truth, it's really not bad. Watch out. Slow down.
Nico's driving in a city car is still worth a detour for pedestrians.
Acceleration, slow down. Because of a speed bump, a sleeping policeman. A speed bump, yes. Acceleration, 30 kilometers per hour. We don't exceed, slow down. It's nice. These two, isn't it? It makes you want to, however, they are good. They are approximately approved. This we arrive and we release. If we release like this, we've slowed down with a little braking. We have paddles behind the battery. The battery charge is insufficient. No, sufficient and sufficient.
So you can't regenerate, I suppose?
Pallets are for regenerating.
Now I can, and even the I pedal. We're going to test the high pedal, because we can't say I pedal and high pedal. Because it's English, you see. If the pedal is in English in Paris, it's a Y pedal. I let go, it happens that we don't move forward. That's not bad. So there, hop, do I need to brake this time? A Y pedal? Oh yes, he is strong, and yes. And that we can adjust. So there, I have me and pedal. It's him who manages recovery. So that can be practical for the city if you want to play, for example, with your accelerator pedals, and people who like me, it depends on the situations really. Sometimes just in traffic jams, if you give it a little push, you let go, hope.
It claims.
Why not?
Otherwise, when it's smooth like this, I find that it gives a drive a bit too choppy, actually, according to... Jerky, because the regeneration is strong, it stops you.
So it's a bit...
Too strong.
You see, for example here, I'm not going to touch the brake pedal at all. Left, I remove it, you.
Can't even make it to the light.
It's up to you to know this. Anticipate the noise remains present.
Yeah, when it stopped, it's more...
Surprising, honestly, the cobblestone's even there, where it's...
degraded, honestly.
The seats are firm, yet the suspension does its job quite well. And so recovery at 2 is still a big difference within pedal. However, the auto hold, very practical, I release. And that, on the other hand, you see, it's a real comfort, I find.
I agree.
To be able to release that...
It's definitely certain when you're in town with the lights and traffic jams.
Well, in traffic jams, you don't necessarily put it on.
The traffic jams, I put the eyes on.
Driving, it's...
Adaptive cruise control. Live your life.
You love driving aids. Me, I have more trouble.
So, you see, I'm a big fan of being driven while being the driver. Conversely, I dislike being a passenger when someone else is driving. I hate being driven. That's it. I've had my turn. I've decided to let Clemens see what it's like as a passenger as well.
I'll go as the driver, you as the passenger.
Yes.
I will show Clemens how it looks.
Passenger. I'm going to let Clemens to see what it's like for me as a passenger, you know.
Are you happy to see Clemens on the channel?
Oh, yes. You didn't hear them. Be careful, there is a small pothole.
Yeah.
So...
Yes, I hear them. They're all applauding. Well, as a passenger, it allows us to explore this car, this cabin a little bit. There's plastic everywhere. Actually, we have a corridor, and my corridor is actually a shared corridor.
I find that quite funny.
So I love that, honestly. I am very...
Principle, it's a column separated from the dashboard. So there is a huge in red, and then the 2 cup holders are attached to my armchair.
I had never seen that, the corridor that we share, on a little thing like that.
And like his priorities to the drivers.
That's why...
It says it's a bit far for me.
Love, with... Yes, it's true that you have little arms. Arms, you can't rest your elbows.
That I don't have time.
But if you put your hands here, it's okay, it's okay. For long journeys, but as it's a car that's not necessarily made for very long journeys, in fact we have 96%, we didn't really look at all at the consumption data, etc. I hope that at Hyundai they reset it to 0 at the beginning because we forgot to do it. Right, yeah? It has a very good turning radius too.
It seems
Really not bad.
it's super manageable. You can feel it right away. Always there.
He's at the wheel.
The steering is very smooth.
In the city, it's very good.
On the road, I'm less of a fan. I like it when it's a bit firmer.
In the city, you simply keep turning.
Every 10 seconds. So, it's rather a quality.
We haven't tried drive mode or sport mode yet. Does sport mode change the driving feel? Direction. A bit more low.
Yeah, a bit more low, right? I'm going to try again. Yes, it has more consistency in sport.
Okay, we'll see later in sport what it gives, if it's sporty or not. I find it a little funny, all these modes in cars every time. Especially on...
This kind of car, once again, is sport mode necessary. Then, maybe when you leave the city, you're maybe always happy to have
An overboost.
People who buy this car likely don't need a sport mode, as the seats are not too bad.
Still have quite good support.
The seats are not bad. I think we are well installed. I find it simple but clear. Then there are still buttons. That's my vintage side. I like that. There are still some buttons. I find it more practical, so I like that. It's silly, but that hole there.
I
think we breathe.
gives an impression of habitability.
Which is
Bad when she sticks her head out. She gets noticed everywhere.
It's not bad even when we were driving at 45-50. It's quite nice.
It's a nice little car. It's not luxury, but then we have all the options of a higher end car. We have adaptive regulators. We have Soul radio. We have air conditioning.
Is it a car?
We have heated seats we didn't try to heat.
Maybe it's an option.
It must be an option on the...
more expensive one.
But true, we all have what we need for everyday life. So if an adult gets in the front, wow, the space, honestly, you see, it's great. So in reality, you've already seen me get in the back, but now I go back and it's
The four-seater with distance.
5. I'm well reclined and all. It looks like a Tucson. It's
Huge. I'm surprised.
me too. I'm surprised.
Want me to roll? Go ahead, roll. Wait, I had put it in reverse.
To see a little bit what the rear suspension looks like. It is done. However, I look very worried, but that one...
There, these little roughness trend, what it has been too much. It's little bit firmer too.
The back.
It feels a little bit firmer.
However, I can't wait that. You take the turn there.
So for me, it's super manageable and it's rather
Quite pleasant.
I have very little support though at the back.
we have.
Ultra open. They are like a kind of arc of the circle like this, but very, very open.
It's often like that at.
The support at the back is not crazy though. There really is a lot of space though. Actually, it's not bad.
Yeah, and since it's a city car, the handling is more likely to bother you on the road. But I think that it's me without.
Managing the aftermath of a small car collision is challenging. Room for customers at...
The back, that's the VTC.
That's the trunk.
But the trunk, on the other hand, is really, really small.
It locks itself every time. We...
Have already been through this. It's the pawns there. I think it's settled. Oh, yes, that's true. It's in your garage that the child.
Yes, very good idea, not? At all.
If adding a little feminine touch.
Leave the feminine touch where it is.
You build your garage and I come to do the decor.
Okay.
I'll make you something really special.
Okay, I can't wait to see during an aura.
A small stand Clémenche.
Clémenche? If it's not too much trouble, I'd rather still be called Clémence. Listen, we're gonna give a lot of nicknames. I don't think so, but I don't think he should never have gone out. I think.
Clément, I'm going to call you Clément.
With Clément I am today.
The fatigue, some...
Days, I see nothing there.
The amount.
The amounts, yes, well, the amount has not...
Go, gentlemen.
Attention!
Let me through, actually. We
Are going to make humorous videos now during the events.
are going to make rates. All people show well.
I have plenty of ideas. For example, there a soul. I think he should be on a scooter next to me. It's a small race.
No, but, you know, I have always...
The cold, I think that's right.
To firm up your skin.
Yeah, well, no.
Because
Angina, pulmonary embolism, all that is not my delirium. You see, like,
you're going at nothing there. You would have...
nothing to test this. No, actually, honestly, the suspension does well. And honestly, keeps the support and all. And me, I
find it super pleasant for...
the city.
It's exactly the kind of small cars that you like to see in...
Exactly. It's quite responsive. It's manageable and all. It's not bad. We're already over 20 minutes in. Already 25 minutes into the video. Stopping now. We're not going to make you stand on the highway and road and everything, actually. It's just going to be a show. Comedy.
We're going to prepare a...
two-man show. A two-people show. That's why I said, can we call you one man because you're not the man now? Well, what with genders and all now, maybe you consider yourself as a man?
No, I consider myself a woman.
I indeed consider myself a woman.
terribly classic.
Me, if I want to be a woman, do I have the right you?
Would not be a good woman.
Me, I would not be a good woman. I would be excellent me. No, I am sure that I would be the best. No. Of course, even women would want to. There you go. To the right, absolutely.
I'm hungry, that's it.
But we've already been through here earlier. In fact, we're going back to a place where we've arrived. It's great. And we're going back there. Where is the narrow house? Actually, I think the guy gave us a wrong loop and who actually...
Why did you go through there?
Exactly where we passed earlier.
Great.
Super.
Actually going to return to the... It's a reference to another...
We don't understand.
If you've seen it, we're back. Sorry for the shooting, which was very complicated. A lot of wind and others. Finally, I almost broke my camera. In short, I have a lot of Siam. We leave again. I redo a highway test. All that. We go to Bolbec. I don't know. It's me, the beak you have. And...
It's...
a soft beak or between.
Mill.
Beak.
Nothing to...
See, it's a bit different there. It's Normandy. It's not Belgium. Hello to our friends anyway. That we greet and all the people of the world drive. I reset all the counters to 0 to be able to start over and get a really normal use idea. So there we go back to, Bolbec, that I don't care. And we will make our own way, so we will go through there. Hop.
It's...
It's made for... It's a car.
Oh, a cute lunch.
It's a small sidewalk that once I went down a bus thing, without meaning to, I scraped all the underside of my Saxo.
I will never lend you my car. It is so precious. I imagine given the state.
We should make a video about Clémence's car one day. I swear you would laugh.
So then, who has 3 children or even 2 children and has a very nice car? No one. We take practical cars that can get dirty, that the children can damage, and so we don't have...
necessarily a very nice car.
That's nice. Anyway, this monument of one of the games shows, you know, that in Le Havre there. That's it. In short, it's the colors of the containers. It's a big port thing with super tankers arriving here, and where they did that to me. It's nice. It's not bad, but I like this result. We see us again. Well, it's good. Hope that I feel you. Very well. Impeccable. Good.
I'll take you back.
As soon as it rolls, because we've only done city so far. It was a little bit of use of everyday life, but we don't just do city with a car, so let's get out of the city. So here we are at 50, we hear a little bit what's going on around when the car overtakes. We have a small glazing, quite thin 50. Well, otherwise, no rolling noise, etc. It's okay, we're getting out of the city, we're going to start accelerating a little bit here. It's 70, we're going to get left thread to do it right away. It's also putting me my driving aids because, you know, I like it at 76. It activated it. We're good. The centering of wood with the little button so that the driving alone. Because me, that's my average cam at 12.5 kilowatt hours in town. So on the few kilometers we've done, they're roughly 6 kilometers in town, 11.5. We'll say that happened at 12 and there it goes back up right away. Quite fast there. I'm already at 13. It's a little bit back up but we'll see what it gives. So on the mix, as you know me, usually I always do you a thing because we don't just do city. We're going to take a little bit of highway at the exit of Le Havre. I have no idea where it is, but we'll find it. The global positioning system will take us there. It bothers me a bit that I'm constantly distracted, looking at the global positioning system, you, Clemence, and everything else he points out to me. Road.
I thought it was your speed warning.
No, I turned that off, but this is the one that tells me, hey, pay attention to the road with the camera. We can see it
Clearly.
honestly. 70 is fine.
Yeah, it's okay. The coating is clean, so it helps, but
Yes, honestly.
there are no significant differences. Moment, you air noise.
That's good, me. I'll get back to you when we're going to go a little faster. So now we're arriving on the highway. What I'm going to do, we're going to do the little wood 90 that, you know, I like to do all the speeds and you're annoying me. I'm looking to set my cruise control at the right speed. And as I'm looking there, I'm not looking ahead, but I have the adaptive cruise control. So if there's something ahead, it's you who helps me stop stressing me out. Ah, yes, say you're stressed. Yes. Today, Clement, I'm stressed.
We don't know him like that.
That we have 90 kilometers per hour. Yes. The speed of an electric car is 55.93 miles RH with no vibrations, no engine noise, etc.
Honestly, it's not bad. The difference between 50 and 90. I've never seen him like this. Relax, Grandpa. I am calm. Honestly, the difference between 50 and 90 isn't much.
A little bit of wind noise, yes, but not. It's a bit more, but
Frankly,
Paris, Rouen, it's there. No, we're going to Bolbec. Is it marked Bolbec? No, but there. You are making a mistake. No, it's okay. We might go through the Normandy Bridge. I don't know. Where do you see Bolbec? No, it's not written there. But I know we're going there. Okay. I will change my glasses. Here it was 110. So here I set it to 110. Okay, that's good. I looked quickly. You saw I hurried this time. You have to be fast. There we start to hear rolling noises. We have changed from...
oh yeah.
Plus, there's a lot of wind.
So a lot of wind, 130.
210, 110, 110.
It's 90.
Here or...
There it was.
Not dramatic?
It's not dramatic.
I expected more because it's still a city car. 100% city is very city.
A small one of a city or...
And I see I am pleasantly...
Yeah, we'll get back to you as soon as we're done turning. All this, and we're good here. We're on the highway. So 90, we go back to 130 this time. So we had done a little bit of 110. I'll do a little bit of 110 quickly in its place. Consumption has gone up a bit. We haven't done 130 yet, but we've gone to 15.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So we've obviously increased. In town, it was still very efficient. Quite surprised by that without 110. We're not bad. Him, the beep, the two, I look down there. I look at my meter. I have the right to look at my meter to be at speeds. We're going towards Etretat, by the way. We're going to do them. Maybe we'll take you on camera like that. I was taking you on a little blog.
It's very beautiful.
So 110, honestly, it's not bad.
Especially untangle some...
We hear a very, very slight whistling of the engine. A sort of little light siren at 110 stabilized. That's what they call the siren. And,
You hear it's very good, but it's really light.
it's light, but
The time that we no longer hear is Brussels. The device...
has no music. All that it's to give you all the indications. Oh, there. But him there, I can't even look at the speed at which I rein my regulator. Otherwise he scolds me. You swear the new technologies, it's good, but sometimes it's too much.
He is in a bad mood. He was raised too early.
No, but the camera that failed, the wind, all that there, there you go. So 130. We move back to the right, we don't stay on the left. On the highway, we feel...
The wind, huh?
So now we can't hear anymore. We can still hear a little bit of the rolling noise that comes mainly from the back. Now we are going to reach the toll. It will allow us to do our little 0 to 100. This car normally takes 10.6 seconds. At 130, we hear a little bit less of this. Little whistle.
We hear less, but on the other hand, the noises... Oh, there.
Increase at idle. I think here it's going to be a ticket to be able to do a 0 to 100, by the way. Let's switch to sport mode. The drive modes are here. Sport or 70, it's you who would do.
It's us. To slap the feet and...
What I'm saying is at the same time, but I could have put in pedal where you see the recovery there. I can play with my palette. A recovery of recovery still stronger. Third auto reaction. Then he pedals me. I prefer to let freewheel. I like the freewheel. What I also like is smart for consumption.
I am very roll.
Clements in freewheeling it.
Exactly, a deep one.
Small ticket we don't have at all today, but...
It's in the mouth of the...
Card, yes, the card. It swallows everything. It Clements and you land 0 to 100 sport mode. 40-50. 60, 70, 80, 90.
Well, frankly, that's enough.
After not.
The feeling of dragging, no.
Does accelerations lively enough to have a safe drive on others? We don't ask for more.
Kick me. I'm not because me.
I love this, and at home. Hyundai works rather well more. So I know
That it works well, but it's just at the release.
Taken freewheel, okay, but not let go.
I love to let go, honestly. It's okay. So there, I'm doing a little bit of highway, even if it's not mainly intended for the highway. Especially since we see that the consumption level does increase quite a bit. I'll give you a little debrief on consumption. As soon as we get there, we're getting off in 7 kilometers. We have 7 kilometers. It's going to allow us to get an idea of the average consumption on highways. We know that. So we were between 11 and 12 in town. There, it has increased quite a lot. I'm at 17.1, and there we stabilize. And like that, 130. Yeah, it seems to be quite efficient. It stays under the 17.1. Flat out. It seems not bad in...
True, yeah.
I'm lying. She's afraid to consume as much as that after that remains.
Rather light.
1400 key for an electric car today is rare.
Those times.
It's a recent car, so the engines are becoming more and more efficient. The thermal managements are becoming more and more efficient. So here, for example, we have raised it a little bit.
Not necessarily. It's the first time in my life that I see you upset, but it's a...
Kind upset.
It's cute.
I'm always nice. I'm always all cute and good. There I am. I'll get you back as soon as we go out to give you a little debrief, consort. So we get off the highway average at 18 kilowatt hours per 100, knowing that we have a 49 battery, and we never exhaust the 49, we will do a little more than 200 kilometers on the highway to make you
An idea.
basically what we never recharge to. We never go down to 0% there. We will go through the credit card. It gives you an idea of the consumption. So 18 kilowatt hours per 100. There is a little bit of wind. So maybe that played in favor of the car, because if it sells from behind, yes, it plays in car of the favor of the tired car today. And if we had headwind, well, naturally it plays a little bit.
But he had the side air, didn't he?
It was doing
A bit the opposite.
I don't know. Anyway,
You were not strong in wind.
okay, then I'll pay.
I would like a small receipt, please.
Not pay with your phone.
No, because
That he...
said that I'm not sure about the thing yet.
See...
I find it troublesome to call up and snap a photo. I'd rather just be there and take my ticket. Do that, put it from this, do it on that side.
Your little accounts.
Well, yes, because €2.50 for the little loop there of how many 13 minutes is not given anyway.
We are in Normandy. So,
That there are countries where it's free. Long live France.
the test that I hate.
So much,
The test that I hate. Besides, it happens to you.
Have you seen, I hate it, besides it happens. Have you seen how good it is? Then, frankly, well maintained. Seat me.
It's okay.
With the steering wheel. It's okay, I'm pretty good. It's a little firm to this bulge. However, lateral. Watch out for trucks and...
All this is used for that. The roundabouts are used to go. Do you think this roundabout test is important?
Road holding test. Be careful. Are you ready? We put a little rhythm into it. Come on, let's go.
Oh la la, it doesn't relax me at all.
That's it. Come on, it's good. Honestly, it holds up pretty well, that.
Holds up pretty.
Well, you can see that it opens slightly. The gentleman is going to take the highway. Watch out! Off we go, but
You've already done.
we accelerate. Let's see when.
Come on, stop.
It opens up a bit. There are some...
Trucks and all that over there.
We're going gently, Clemens. Look at the truck. Clemens, we have still spent the exceeded... Okay, has none. Moment exceeded the speed limit, which is 50 km/h in round.
You're trying to make her hang up. It's not a...
Matter of speed!
I'm doing a pneumatic test. And see if the car's balance is working well. Very important.
We do this on a track. Find me.
That,
On a track? It doesn't bother me. We almost climbed on the truck.
No, but I'm sure you don't even find that important. And on that note...
Very important. There is another square.
No, it's okay. Otherwise I go down a hitchhike. One try's enough.
He wants to get Clement back. It's no gift.
Have you seen how strict she is and everything?
It seems that I am authoritative.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm a bit gentle.
Sorry.
You don't know her well enough.
Enough. You don't know her, that's good.
He finds me brutal, a bit. But that's not brutal as braking, no.
It was a progressive one, too.
A severe progressive.
So go ahead, let's retest. So frankly,
We have
a little understeer I have.
feel like throwing up.
But who's good the rear takes slightly, but you see, yeah, there. And as soon as a little bit of brake, well, frankly, it goes rather not bad. We have one.
Good road holding there.
Get out of...
So there we go out. Yes, I've already put the blinker on Clements. Let's see. And look, I was going to do 0 to 100, but we weren't at 100. We've already done it. No, the 100 to 0. Excuse me. Ah?
Well, it's...
Not a big deal. We might not do it.
in that it's okay.
Is
Your house is in good condition, right?
we arrive for a walk and it's too late. It's too much to watch with this sunset in hand. Wow, it's beautiful. We just arrived at our destination, so we put back. Then 71 kilometers, 15.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers remaining.
Really correct.
We took some small roads. We had a little bit of highways. We saw that we were going up, but actually not that much. We didn't exceed 20 at all. Kilowatt hour in the sense.
There we only did the climb to come up to...
The hotel at the end, we ended up being late and short, a really not bad consumption level. It's top the advantage that it's light. So the lighter it is, the less it consumes. So, in the end, we have an autonomy that is still relatively correct. We did 71 kilometers. And before we did how much? Maybe 30, let's say there, on 100 kilometers. And I still have 186 left. Before getting to 0, be careful that what we wrote is to get to 0, so we never get to 0. So let's say we do another 150. Let's say we do roughly 250 actual kilometers here. There was wind today. It was cool, but it's okay. It's not that cool. It's 9 degrees. It's starting to get night. So let's say we're doing a real 250 kilometers without too much asking questions.
Honestly, for this kind of car, it's not bad at all. In the end, I think it's an ideal city car. I like its unique little face. It's original and appealing.
No buts.
I think she has a nice head. I think she's super nice in town. And she's surprisingly nice on the road.
We do not.
It's not a roadster, but it does the job if you need to travel between two cities and do some highway driving. It's not annoying.
It's a nice little car and much better finish than most small cars of this size, because in reality the finish was good. There is a double screen, etc. We have the climate control, as I said, we have all the options, what we don't necessarily find in others. But as you see from there, we still have textures. But to the eye, After, let's not forget that it still starts from 25,000 euros. So we don't have the entry-level version. We still have the one a little bit above. But for this price, even if I find it still expensive, because everything has become very expensive lately, but it's better than, let's say, the competition. And yeah, why not then maybe to compare with the French cars that arrive in this size, a little bit urban. All this is, or comparison, if we can. That last year, but we didn't see how.
But this year we're going to do it.
We do it.
That's part of the resolutions to 1025.
It's my father subscribed a little, like all that, if you have a video like that, and kisses and Happy New Year. And we see Clémence soon go. Bye-bye.